Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, commonly referred to as Spurs, is one of the most famous football clubs in England, with a rich history spanning over 130 years. Based in North London, Tottenham Hotspur is known for its passionate fanbase, iconic stadium, and a long-standing rivalry with Arsenal, which has fueled one of the fiercest derbies in English football, the North London Derby. Origins and early years. The club was founded in 1882 by a group of schoolboys from the Hotspur Cricket Club, initially named Hotspur FC. They adopted the name Tottenham Hotspur in 1884, with Hotspur being taken from the character Harry Hotspur in Shakespeare's Henry IV, a figure known for his fiery nature, which was fitting for the club's ambitious spirit. Spurs initially played in local leagues, but by the turn of the century, they were making a name for themselves in competitive football. Tottenham's early success came in the FA Cup, which they won for the first time in 1901. This victory made them the first non-league club to win the prestigious competition. It was an achievement that helped lay the foundation for the club's future aspirations. The rise to prominence. In the 1920s, Tottenham Hotspur established themselves as a prominent force in English football. Under the guidance of manager Peter McWilliam, Spurs won their first league championship title in 1921 and added an FA Cup victory in 1921 and 1928. They also became a dominant force in English football, attracting large crowds to their White Hart Lane Stadium. The club's reputation grew in the 1960s, as Tottenham enjoyed one of their most successful periods under manager Bill Nicholson. Nicholson led the team to an incredible array of achievements, including the first ever double, winning both the FA Cup and the First Division title, in 1961. This remarkable achievement put Tottenham at the forefront of English football. The club also found success on the European stage, winning the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1963, and becoming the first British club to win a European trophy. Continued success in the 1960s and 1970s. The 1960s and 1970s were marked by further successes, including more domestic cups and league titles, solidifying the club's status as one of the giants in English football. They secured the FA Cup in 1962 and won the European Cup Winners' Cup in 1963. Under Nicholson's leadership, Spurs became one of the most respected clubs in Europe. Despite not achieving as much success in the following decades, the club continued to be competitive in English football, regularly finishing in the upper echelons of the league standings. One of the major highlights came in 1984, when Spurs won the UEFA Cup for a second time. This reinforced their standing as a club with European pedigree. The glory years and iconic players. The 1980s and 1990s saw a number of legendary players grace White Hart Lane. One of the most iconic figures in the club's history is Glenn Hoddle, a player who played for Spurs from 1975 to 1987. Hoddle was renowned for his exceptional skill, vision, and technique, and he is widely regarded as one of the club's best ever players. The 1990s also saw the emergence of players such as Teddy Sheringham, who would later return to the club in the 2000s, and Darren Anderton. While Spurs had flashes of brilliance during this time, the club often found themselves struggling to keep up with the dominance of clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. New century and the move to the Premier League. The turn of the century saw Spurs making strides toward modernising the club. The Premier League era began in 1992, and Tottenham faced stiffer competition from financially stronger clubs. However, Spurs remained competitive, regularly finishing in the top half of the Premier League and qualifying for European competitions, including the UEFA Cup and later the Champions League. In 2008, Tottenham experienced a major triumph when they won the League Cup, Carling Cup, defeating Chelsea in a thrilling final. The win marked a resurgence in Tottenham's fortunes and was a testament to the club's resilience and determination. The North London rivalry. Tottenham's fiercest rivals are Arsenal, with whom they contest the North London Derby. The rivalry is one of the most intense in world football and dates back to the early 20th century. The matches between the two clubs are always highly charged, and they often have significant implications for the league standings. The rivalry has provided some of the most dramatic moments in English football, with Tottenham having periods of success, especially in the 1990s, but Arsenal often proving to be the more dominant force in terms of titles and consistency. Modern era and the rise of Tottenham Hotspur. In the 2010s, Tottenham Hotspur entered a new chapter under the management of Mauricio Pochettino. The Argentine manager rejuvenated the squad, introducing a high-pressing style of play that was both entertaining and effective. Under Pochettino, Spurs reached new heights, finishing as high as second in the Premier League and becoming a regular fixture in the UEFA Champions League. In 2019, Tottenham reached the final of the Champions League for the first time in their history, an achievement that highlighted their growing stature in world football. Though they lost to Liverpool in the final, the fact that Spurs had made it that far was a major achievement for the club. The new stadium. Tottenham's historic White Hart Lane Stadium was replaced with a state-of-the-art arena in 2019. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, located on the same site as the original ground, is one of the most advanced football stadiums in the world. It has a capacity of 62,000 and features modern amenities, including a retractable pitch for NFL games and concerts, making it a multi-purpose venue. This new stadium symbolizes the club's ambition to compete at the highest level both on and off the pitch. Conclusion. Tottenham Hotspur is a club with a rich and storied history, and while they have faced periods of struggle, their achievements and contributions to English football are undeniable. With passionate supporters, a competitive team, and a commitment to progress, Spurs continue to strive for greater success in both domestic and international competitions.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.